Is your kid tantruming and just always crying, making a big deal out of everything? If you give me a few minutes, I'll be happy to share 3 tips that can help make a difference in how you raise a child who's struggling with tantruming. If you don't know me yet, I'm LCSW-R. I'm a child and family therapist practicing in New York now for 20 years. I'm a registered play therapy supervisor, an EMDR consultant, and a first responder in times of community crisis, natural disasters, hate crimes, and terrorism. My focus always has been and will always be family. As a mother and grandmother now, look, I know what it's like to raise kids, and the hardest thing for a parent is when their kids giving them a run for the money. So if you give me a couple of minutes, I'll be happy to share some tips that can make a difference in your life today. Tip number 1, the thing of the matter is that when our kids are tantruming, whether they're young or whether they're 9, 10 or even older, the thing is they are communicating with us. They don't have the ability to use their mouth and their language at that point. And it infuriates us. It's like we want them to communicate with us, don't we? But there's so much that can be going on in the life of a child that you may have no awareness about, right? Whether it's a complicated thing like a fallout of a crazy divorce, or whether it's bullying or something that happened on the block, or your unavailability because you've been busy with work and stuff. A kid doesn't always know how to communicate. So the first thing we need to do is understand or try to do some investigation of what's going on in our child's life. Once we know what's going on, we can figure out how to respond better. Tip number 2, how do you respond to your child? Now we need to look at you, mommy, right? So the thing is, we all want to believe that our children are perfect. We all want to believe that our kids are well behaved. We all want to believe that our kids wouldn't do what, we don't want them to do. The problem is, life is real. Kids are real. They do things that we don't want them to do, and we don't have control over that. What we do have control over is how we respond. So a big part of responding to a kid's tantrums and their acting out is mindset. It's what's going on in your mind, what you actually want to believe about the present and what you want to believe about the future. So if you get completely overwhelmed, then you lose it because you just don't know what to do further, right? We're human, like I always say. So we need to know what we want to believe in order to figure out how to deal in the present with a child. And my thing is, you've got to get down to your child's level, put your ego aside, and figure out what's going on. Talk to your kid. Be calm to your kid. Don't match anger with anger. Match anger with compassion while you're being compassionate to yourself about how crazy this is. You just want to have a life, don't you? Number 3, the thing is we all need support. And support nowadays is underrated, or people don't talk about it, right? People don't talk about the real need for support. And I want you to know it is the number 1 thing that I talk to the parents in my office when I do an intake. I want to know, what support do they have in place? It's the number 1 thing I start my parenting programs with, the discussion about support. Support is critical to helping us raise healthy, happy kids. So if you would like a free resource that I have found very useful, my parents have found very useful, it's 10 beliefs that are research proven that parents want to believe, kids want to believe, that can help take them out of difficult times and help them think bigger and broader and see hope. Then put the word 10 beliefs in the video, in the comments below, and I will be happy to share this free resource with you in your DM or messenger. My gift to you to help you feel stronger and better about being a parent, okay? Let's connect, and I'll talk to you soon.